Hello everyone, thank you very much for watching this video. It's Magda Chelly from Singapore and I'm having a special guest today. I am actually talking and discussing with Yasser Kazar about diversity. Welcome Yasser, thank you very much for joining the video call.
Welcome Magda, thank you so much for this video call, and I'm also really happy to be part of this adventure.
Amazing. So maybe let's start with a quick introduction about yourself and your company, because I guess some of my network and the audience in Asia might not be familiar with yourself and YoGosha, your company.
Okay, so my name is Yasser Kazar. I'm the CEO and co-founder of YoGosha. YoGosha is a private bug bounty platform, meaning that it helps companies get in touch with a worldwide community of ethical hackers, of pen testers, of cybersecurity engineers. And the idea is that all our customers can use our platform online to expose their system and get the help of our community to find vulnerabilities within their flow. And the idea is that company paid only for valid reports, meaning if our community don't find anything, well, the customer has nothing to pay. This is, what is fair and smart about the bug bounty approach.
Amazing. I really like the idea, and I experienced myself the platform, which is, again, a great idea and a great opportunity for companies to use it to find out if they have any weaknesses. But that said, so you mentioned something. You said that if the company doesn't find anything, they don't need to pay anything. So if they don't receive a valid report. Did it ever happen, actually?
Never, ever. I mean, each time we start, well, this is the reality, as you know, of IT nowadays. There is always a flaw somewhere, and the right move and to try and to have a diversity of skills to look, for your flaws. So this is why the bug bounty approach is smart.
Absolutely. I was sure about that. Absolutely. So you basically hire a lot of hackers, penetration testers, and I would say, from your perspective, you just mentioned diversity. So when I mentioned the first CTF Catch the Flag event in Singapore that we are organizing on July 13th, just a few days before RSA, you were really excited about it. You jumped on the opportunity, saying that you're more than happy to support the cause and the event itself, which I'm very grateful about. So what is your take on diversity, and how and why you are so excited about it, as especially that you are a man founder in the field? So tell me more.
Of course. First thing first, I was dreaming about this idea, but I didn't have time to start a CTF for women or for girls. So when you said that you are working on this, I was, I need to be part of this. I need to support, because I truly believe that the CTF kind of events, it's something that is really practical, something that shows to both sides that women can help, in the cybersecurity, and also shows to some women that cybersecurity is something that they can enjoy, But beyond that, I think that when talking about diversity, attackers are already diverse. From a threat model perspective, there is already a diversity on the attacker sides. So we need to reflect that on the defense side. So we need women to bring diversity, to have a different path, and to have this kind of complexity, to take a look at the attackers. And also, I think that there is a bias in the cybersecurity, and a lot of negative messages that are sent to women in early ages, saying that they cannot have a valid path career in cybersecurity. So we need to get rid of this idea and to show to women that they can enjoy and also have, an ambitious career in cybersecurity. And as I said, this is something I'm struggling with, even with my team, with my own team. We are already 18 person, and I have 5 girls on my team, and I'm really happy about that. But I feel like it's not enough. It's 27% of the whole team. So my dream is to have like half of the team women and half men. Yeah.
That's great. A really, really interesting point when you say and you acknowledge that there are still biases, and especially in the cybersecurity field. And only through working together and the support from both gender, we can change the situation. And one point that is as well very important is not only making sure that the environment for women allows them to thrive in their cybersecurity career, by giving them the opportunities to get into new roles, discover new paths, but as well to make sure that you make the effort as a company to find them. And like you said, you are aiming to 50-50, not because just you want to make sure that the numbers are there, but because you know that those women with the right skills are there. You just need to find them. And that extra effort sometimes seem to be the problem with some organizations that do not undertake the extra effort, and therefore they just say, oh, we couldn't find them, and that's it.
Definitely.
So, go ahead.
I totally agree. Sorry, I totally agree with that. And once again, this is some of the bias. Some companies, stay in their comfort zone, saying they didn't, they didn't show up. We didn't find women. But the thing is, the ecosystem don't give chances, to women. It's always they have negative messages saying, you know what? Don't even try it. You won't have any chances, or you will have always, some stereotype. Well, guys will, cut all the chances for a girl when she will express, her idea, saying, you know what, you don't understand anything about, technology. Go for marketing or this kind of stuff. So we need, it's part of our mission. We need this extra effort. It's something that is mandatory to go and to give this chance to girls.
And I think definitely that comes in alignment with bringing role models that can talk about how they evolved in cybersecurity, how they moved from, I would say, a lower junior position to the mid-management to a senior position. Because the other factor is that a lot of women stay in the middle position in cybersecurity and do not move into C-level positions or CISO, CISO, depending on where you are in the word pronunciation, roles. And I think this is also as well very important in general for this kind of initiative is, one, forget about the biases that women cannot be technical enough, because that is not something that is true, it's just a thought. And unfortunately, because of that bias, women tend not to go, like you said, they do not feel that they are encouraged by the ecosystem to go ahead and try things. And I mean, who knows everything? We all learn through our lives, right? So we can assume that everyone knows everything just because of a gender or a certain skill. And coming to the diversity of systems as well, that means that you need the diversity of skills within your profiles. And that goes really, like you mentioned, the hackers or the criminals in general who actually want to perform, because we need to make sure that people also understand the differences. So we have the criminals who actually hack for bad, and then we have the hackers who just hack for helping the companies to find out weaknesses, like with your platform. And I think that is where it's important to understand that criminals do not have biases towards men and women. They just are criminals, and that's how it works. So it needs to reflect the reality or the real world in order to be effective, right? And this is something that you mentioned at the beginning of our conversation, and I think it's a very important point. So again, from the practical point of view and the fact that you are based in Europe, how do you see and why do you think that's really important for you to go beyond borders and support an initiative in Singapore or Asia?
Because why we are in an interconnected world. There are no borders on internet. There are no borders for cybersecurity. Cybersecurity is beyond, borders. So it doesn't mean from my point of view, it doesn't mean anything to support this kind of approach only locally, because once again we will start a new bias. So we need to support this kind of approach everywhere, from the moment that we believe that it's the right thing. Like when you say to me that it's going to be a CTF, it was something that for me it strikes me, because I said, okay, this is something that will be practical. It's not just about, you know, having a group of people together and talking. It's gonna be you know, a true opportunity, you know, to talk about what it takes to find vulnerability, how it works, what are the challenges, and also, and I love this idea and I truly believe in this idea, to meet with, you know, a role model. This is something truly important, to show to women and other girls that, yes, you know what, there are some, you know, amazing women that are doing amazing job, and who people will listen to, you know, and follow, you know, their advices. And this is something truly important, because if there aren't role models, it will be really difficult. No one will believe it, you know. If you say you can do it, but there is no size of women, they would say, okay, you know what, I will be like the first one to go for a suicidal mission, you know. So yeah, I agree 100% to everything that you said, and I'm really looking forward for this event, and we will bring all the support we can to make it a success.
Yeah, and I'm very grateful for that. I think it's an amazing opportunity for the girls and women who will be there to discover a little bit more about YoGoSha, eventually even apply for a job.
Yeah.
I know that you have a very, very strict recruitment process, of course,
Yeah.
as it requires really deep technical knowledge, and especially as well background check. So you make sure that you recruit the right people. And
Yes.
I'm like, I still didn't apply on that, you know, part of
Give
one
it
of
a try. You need to give it a try.
maybe when I have some more time.
Yeah,
But we
definitely.
definitely talked about that, and I think it's a very, very valuable service for customers across the world, as
Thank
it's
you so
very
much.
different from penetration testing as such. So
Yeah.
this is another point maybe that I could also as well touch within the CTF, encouraging women in general and girls to practice as well within Bug Bounty's programs, and find out how that works, which is literally
Yeah.
like a, you know, a passion that they can pursue outside, and they are at home, they can continue to practice, and from finding a small vulnerability to finding a very medium critical if they do not have that amount of experience yet. So that can give them a little bit maybe more comfort as well, and as being present in public CTFs, where I actually heard as well that is something that is not that welcoming for diversity in some particular events, which I actually saw as well by my own eyes. So thank you for acknowledging all the challenges and giving some practical, you know, feedback. I think it's very important. The part of role models is something that I'm driving very, very strictly, I want to say, with every event that we have. I'm trying to celebrate the success of women in cybersecurity, but also to mention how challenging sometimes it can be in general. So as a last point, because we wanted to make this video sweet and short so everyone can watch it and get really, again, the good and nice points around the CTF. If you could actually give 3 points, takeaways around your support for the CTF, around YoGoSha, and around diversity in general, what would be those 3 points that will be, from your point, the best for any listeners and for our audience?
Well, first of all, to all the women who will watch this video, please apply to YoGoSha. Then for the CTF, please, once again, all the women, even if you don't have, if you feel like you don't have the technical background, please go there and participate. You will learn a lot. I've been through a lot of CTF. This is a really good opportunity to meet people, to meet role models, to discover what it takes to find fun, and I'm pretty sure that you will enjoy it. And once again, regarding the diversity, I just want to say, you know what, your example is the perfect example. This is a CTF for women, and it's led led by a woman. You know what I mean? So I would have given it a thought if it was a guy who was leading, the event. I feel like something is going to be wrong. So this is the philosophy. Woman, go for it. Start your own initiative. You don't need men to tell you what you have to do, what is the right approach. You already know it. You just, you just need to go for it. So go for it. If you have an idea, don't wait for men to give you the green flag to start and to purchase your dream. That's it.
Thank you so much, Yasser. I think it's amazing, especially when you say go for it. If you have a dream, try it. And it's an amazing learning experience, like you said. I have been doing the CTF for fun, and I really love it. And I spend hours and, some machine.
I know, I guess.
It doesn't work. I can't get it.
Yeah, I guess.
But at the end, it's fun. And when you catch the flag for real, it's like such, feeling of satisfaction.
Yeah, it's
sure.
dope.
So, again, thank you so much for supporting the initiative. Thank you for being here today, for making the time to record this video and sharing with the world. We are all very grateful, not only me, but I'm talking with them, all the women who are part of my group, who will be within the CTF, are very grateful for your support. So thank you so much.
Thank you for all the team, and looking forward, and keep in touch. Have a nice day, everybody.
Bye-bye. Thank you.
Bye-bye. Take care.